Lil Stitch on holiday.
Do 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 do.
Lil Stitch on holiday
With Angel.
Hello and welcome to another video with the Princess and the Time Lord.
Yay!
This is the first in a new series called Lil Stitch on holiday. If you didn't quite grasp it from the title of the video and the little intro you've just seen. So what we're planning on doing is we've got our little Stitch and Angel, they're the magnetised ones that sit on your shoulder. So when we go away on holidays, we're taking them with us and taking pictures and videos with them. And then they'll be able to document our little holidays via cutesy Disney characters.
Yeah, we just have to remember to actually take photos of them.
Yes, because we haven't got many photos for this video and we haven't even got any video footage with them in.
Yay!
But there is some video footage in this video.
Yeah, we were just too busy having fun.
Yes. But what we're going to do is we're going to have a look at each photo and trying to describe what was going on at the time and where we were. Granted, they are all from one single day of our 3-day holiday in one location, which was Sea Life.
Yes. Well, this is just a beginner video for Lil Stitch and Angel's adventures.
Yeah, we're testing the waters, so to speak.
Yeah.
But yeah, so little background, we went to Scarborough for 3 days. And we did various things on this holiday other than Sea Life.
Yeah.
We went obviously down to the seafront. We did all the stuff there, the amusements and lovely foods and stuff, including the best banana split we've ever had.
It was amazing. I would happily go back to Scarborough just for that banana split.
You want to tell them where it was and recommend?
It was. Can't remember the name of the place.
It was Harbour Bar. So it was Harbour Bar, and they had really nice banana splits.
Yeah, it's like...
And we highly recommend it.
It's all retro, 50s theme, so if you're into your retro dining, then it's really great. And the staff are all really nice, and the ice creams are just to die for. Yeah.
It was really good, wasn't it?
It was.
And we also went up to Scarborough Castle. It's a nice little nostalgic place to visit.
Yeah.
And obviously it is my cousin.
Yeah, your cousin, Scarborough Castle.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can see the resemblance.
It's nice to visit family. You try to say I'm old and stony. But it was also very nice to go up there for another reason, which was...
We got engaged.
That's where I proposed.
Yeah, it was.
Because I thought it was very appropriate, since I was asking you to become a castle, to propose at a castle.
Yeah.
And it clearly worked.
It did. And it was beautiful. Just us two. And it was a lovely view. We went out to the sea.
Yeah. And that's when she was just looking at me.
Yeah. It's the best view.
Thank you. But we did also go to Sea Life, and that's what we're having a look here with Lil Stitch and Angel, because this is when we actually remembered to take some pictures with them. Yeah. Even though they were in my bag the entire holiday.
They were. We just kind of...
Maybe that's why you're supposed to have them on the shoulder, so you remember they're there.
It was afterwards we did these things, and we were like, oh, that would be really cool if we put Stitch and Angel in there. Yeah.
And then we remembered. But we didn't get any video. But we did get some pictures. And here is the first one.
Oh.
Now, unless you're not keyed up on the world of animals, that's a penguin.
Yeah.
And it is, in fact, a baby penguin.
She was so cute.
She was, 6 months, did they say? Old?
Yeah.
And her name was Maggie.
Yeah.
And she was adorable, and as you can see, she was just as inquisitive as Stitch, which is why they're staring each other down.
Yeah, looks like they're about to start a fight.
But she was following us around, wasn't she?
Was.
She was following us along,
Yeah.
and the parents were keeping a close watch. because I think it was the father kept coming and looking back at us like, "Are you still here?"
Yeah, they were very cute. The parents were so protective of her as well.
Yeah.
When she went in the water and she was swimming, and they were watching her to make sure she was all right. And it was very cute seeing the family.
And I think we got a bit of a first because the person, the expert, said that she wasn't eating solids. She was still feeding off her mother.
Yeah.
But we saw her trying to eat a fish.
Yeah, feeding time. She tried to get a bit of fish in her mouth.
And we're not sure if she actually did manage to swallow some of that fish. So I think we were witnessing her moving on to her solids there.
So,
But she was dead cute.
she was. And I loved that all the penguins there were named after TV and movie characters.
Yeah. And who was the slutty penguin?
Slutty penguin was Leia.
Yeah. You couldn't believe it, could you?
No.
You were like, oh, one's named after my favourite Star Wars character, Princess Leia. And I was like, yeah, she's the slutty one. Because these penguins tend to mate for life, but some of them move around.
Yeah.
And this is one that likes to move around.
Yeah.
And they said that she's been, because they pair up and live in a box together. Well, not a box, but like their little areas. And this one had been living with pretty much every male they'd had, constantly kicking them out, getting a new one in.
But we use that word jokingly, you know.
She's not slutty,
No,
really.
No.
But that's just what they said.
Yeah.
We're paraphrasing.
Yeah.
But no, they were really nice. I like seeing the penguins, and Maggie was super cute.
Yeah, she was adorable.
Here we are in the tunnel at Sea Life, which is amazing. If you've never been to Sea Life, I think that's definitely one of the highlights is when you go down there. Although the second time I've been this time, and it was busy down the tunnel, so it was quite difficult. There was a lot of people in the way, and they were being quite loud. First time I went last year, it was quiet, and it was lovely down there.
But it was relaxing and just serene to watch all the fishes.
Yeah, and they were playing different music this year as well. Last year they had some really lovely, like, sort of relaxing music that kind of made you feel like it was an amazing underwater world. This year it was a bit, well, not so much that, so it wasn't quite as immersive.
Yeah.
But it's really nice there, and you get like the sharks swimming overhead and other things like the fish and stuff, which is really great.
It was really cool seeing the sharks swim over. Just want to touch their bellies.
Touch the bellies.
Oh, and there's some sharks.
There's one of the sharks having a little snooze.
Yeah.
That's one of the tiger sharks there.
Sleepy shark.
And Stitch and Angel, they wanted a picture with it. So we obliged.
Stitch wanted to go in with it, didn't he?
Stitch was actually trying to jump in.
Yeah.
But we had to be like, no.
Yeah. You get eated.
Yeah. Although he might have done a good job at eating them himself.
Yeah. I think so.
But no, he was very well behaved.
He was. Yeah.
They both were.
Yeah.
Would you like to describe what's going on here?
Yeah, so this was probably one of my favourite parts of the day at Sea Life. So we went to the seal enclosure to watch the seals, and they pretty much all of them were doing this thing where they were floating and then they'd go underwater, just sink underwater, blow bubbles, and the bubbles would just come to the surface, but they'd sound like flatulence.
To better illustrate this, see this clip. So there you go, there's a little taste of what they were doing. So basically, when I went last year, there were less of them in there and they weren't doing that at all. And then we went this year and there was more of them in there, and I'd never seen them doing this before. And then it turns out, as we were told, that they'd got some in from Scotland, and they'd been brought down to temporarily stay at Scarborough, but they brought with them a bad habit, which was this. because they would feed them a lot more in Scotland than they were getting in Scarborough, and they were throwing paddies and doing that. They were blowing the bubbles and snorting in protest, but the ones that were current residents had picked up on it and were joining in.
So we watched them for a long time because they were just so funny doing this, making these noises. And then went back to watch them being fed, and the person who was doing the feeding told us that fact, because we were going to ask them, weren't we?
Like, why are they making this noise? Yeah, it turns out they just wanted more fish.
Yeah. They had to be put on diets, bless them.
Yeah. It's good watching the animals get fed though, because you do learn some interesting facts, but also you get to watch them eat. Like they've got their oldest resident, Mando, who's about twice the age of a standard seal. Like, they don't understand how he's still alive.
Yeah.
Because he's got, so like I say, twice the age. But he can't see his fish, so they have to chuck him in his face. Like, literally slap him in the face with the fish so he knows where it is.
And it was so funny watching that.
But it's like the otters, get to see them being fed as well. They get various bits of horse meat, which they like.
Yeah.
But they don't like the fish.
Yeah.
Which is probably quite surprising to learn.
Yeah.
I'm sure a lot of people think that they just live on fish.
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't really like the fish.
Yeah. I always thought otters liked fish, but these ones didn't.
Yeah. But they always get a special treat at the end, which is a chick.
Yeah, I was going to say a bit of a warning there that it's quite gory.
Yeah. So, stomach churning moment if you don't want to listen to that. But basically, yeah, they give them a fully formed chick. It's dead.
Yeah.
But they're basically waste from the chicken farming.
Yeah.
Because they're male ones and they're not going to be used for laying eggs and stuff.
Yeah.
So rather than just kill them and throw them away, they send them there and feed them to the otters. But they do feast on them, as in, like, they will tear them apart.
It's very graphic.
So it's very graphic. Because they didn't actually give us a warning this year, because I said, didn't they? They did give us a warning, but they didn't. Last year, they did give us a warning. They were like, if you're a bit squeamish, don't watch this bit.
Yeah.
So everyone was like, ugh, and I was like leaning forward, like, ooh. I want to watch them eat it. But yeah, they do entrails and everything. It was really funny, actually, when one of them had the leg in the mouth. And it's like, if you ever seen Mr. Bean with the shrimp.
Yeah. That's what it was like.
It was just like that, like just with this little chick leg in its mouth. It was very funny.
Oh, no thanks.
Here's me with my little antennae on my hat, which is actually a bird.
Yeah, it's a well-placed bird. That was another well-placed bird. Me.
Yeah, I was thinking more the seagulls in the water between us, but sure.
That was when we were sat on the wall on the seafront.
Just after sea life.
After sea life, and it was extremely windy, and we were trying to get a selfie together with our Stitch and Angel, and yeah, just had my hairs all over the place because it was so windy.
Yeah, and I thought ahead and put a hat on.
Yeah.
So my hair didn't go all over the
You
place.
thought ahead.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well done on picking that up. Yeah, I didn't want to show off the bald patch that's forming on my head.
Oh.
But no, this was at the end of a very lovely day.
Yeah, it was a really nice day.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
And you can see we're all a big happy family there.
Yeah.
When we finally remembered to put them on our shoulders.
We probably sat there for about 10 minutes before we decided, hey, let's take a picture with Stitch
Oh yeah,
and
you know what
Angel.
would be really
And that was the same spot. We just
Yeah.
took a picture of them together, and you can see the castle in the background there.
Yeah, we thought it'd be really nice just to round off their little holiday by having them in the picture together with our special little spot in the background.
Yeah. They're holding hands as well, look.
Yeah,
Aw.
being dead cute.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's all we've got. We didn't obviously take much, but we will try next time.
We will try to remember
to get more with them.
Yeah.
Obviously, you know, we want to have a go at vlogging, so we might try and mix it up.
Yeah.
With a bit of Lil Stitch and vlogging.
Yeah.
Because we're not great at remembering.
Yeah, we're forgetful.
Yeah, well, we get sort of into the whole thing of actually enjoying it rather than being like, oh, I better get my camera out.
Yeah.
But, you know, it doesn't really help the videos.
No. Because we're very much living in the moment kind of people where we put our phones away and
yeah, it's like at Disney when you see the sea of people with phones.
Yeah.
And that wouldn't be us, would it? We'd be stood watching the fireworks.
Yeah.
Whereas everyone else is looking through a screen.
Yeah.
But, you know, that's how people tend to live their lives these days. Yeah. But, as ever, we're digressing.
Yeah.
So that was your first little taste of Lil Stitch on holiday. It will get better.
It will. We're not really selling ourselves as vloggers, are we?
No. But it will improve. We will try and keep them on our shoulders so we remember they're there for a start rather than keeping them in my bag. But next week we've got something a bit different. It is us just talking at you again.
Yeah.
So I apologise in advance, but you don't have to listen to it. If you do like listening to us waffle,
fill your boots,
then it's going to be great because we're doing a proper geeky episode again.
Yeah.
I know geeky things with us is like,
I know.
What?
I know, it's unheard
that never
of.
happens. But yeah, we're basically going to be looking at our favourite franchises, talking a little bit why we like them, having a little look at their current state and what we think of them, whether they need improving or not. We'll be picking 3 franchises each to go through. I mean, most of the stuff we both like anyway.
Yeah.
But it's like we're doing our 3 favourites each. Just to give you a little bit more of an insight into who we are and what we like, and share our knowledge and wisdom and my incredible theories on what they should or shouldn't do with certain things.
Yeah.
So that will be a fun one, I think.
I think it will, and I think we'll have enough to talk about.
Yes, we will. And then we're going to try and do something a bit special for our 5th video. Yeah. But that is it for today. Hope you enjoyed the first taste of Lil Stitch on holiday. We hope you tune in for next week's video. But until then, take care of yourselves.